shall destined die on that far shore forlorn.
Well, hello there, Tenno. Welcome back to a teeny tiny episode, a side quest episode of me mooching about in Captura with an Excalibur Prime. Now, fair warning, there may be some chats in here about spoilery things in the game. So if you don't want anything spoiled or you're early on in the game, please tune out or just mute me and watch Excalibur Prime here in my Captura. And we're looking at Excalibur Prime because he appeared at the end of that teaser, that third teaser that the devs released on the 17th of July. Leading up to Tennocon 2025, where they're going to make some announcements about the future of the game in that dusty landscape with the lore, the little shanty song or whatever it is singing in the background. We're looking at somewhere some people are saying it could be Tau because of the dark blue sunlight, but you know, we're looking at fallen warframes. What's happened? There's been some kind of battle and Excalibur Prime is present. So what's the lore there? There are so many things in this game that need to be tied together still. You know, Albrecht Intrati was heading for Tau. Tau is in sight. We still have the Stalker and Jade and their baby. I don't know if you've done the Jade quest, but there are so many things that need to be tied together somehow. And now that Redford is in charge of Warframe, we feel like we're moving forward at a pace. And people want to find out what's going on. But in the meantime, let's talk about Excalibur Prime. So we can't have an Excalibur Prime given to us in the game or available because Excalibur Prime was a reward for players, if you didn't know this, who purchased Founders Packs during the early access period of Warframe. The Founders program ended on November the 1st, 2013, making Excalibur Prime permanently unavailable for acquisition. So it was a rare thing, and they did it because I guess they needed some money, an influx of money, and the people basically are called the Founders because they helped found Warframe with the money that they gave for these Excalibur Prime packs. And I am lucky enough to have one of those Founders. I don't know if there's more in my Discord. There's over 300 people in there. I have one of those Founders in my Discord. It goes by the name of the Mariner or the Marina, I'm not sure how we pronounce it, who very kindly offered to come to my Captura and allow me to zoom in and take some close-up, delicious shots of Excalibur Prime. Look at it. Look at the detail. I love Captura for this reason. I get lost in there sometimes. This is how I make my thumbnails. I come in here. I often use this sort of green screen background now. I tend not to use the scenes. The Captura scenes are beautiful, by the way. If you want to go and explore them, they are amazing. But when you make a thumbnail, it can appear a little bit crowded. And I've noticed that if I make a visually simpler thumbnail, they kind of seem to do a bit better. But let me know what you think. I'm always interested in what my viewers think. But the art that you can create, the pictures, the portraits that you can create, and the detail that you can look at your Warframes and your companions and whatnots in Captura never fails to amaze me. And it can be a bit janky, but you can work around it. And it does have the feature where you can make little sort of camera footage videos of your Warframe kind of zooming in. I used to do that in some of my older videos. You'll see in the intros the camera zooming about the place, and it was a bit of a faff, so I stopped doing it because, you know, it didn't really matter too much. But you can adjust the lighting, you can adjust the color of the lighting, you can adjust the time of the day in some of the Capturas. The possibilities are endless, but I kind of love these green screen backgrounds because it makes it really obvious. But I just wanted to say thank you to the Marina or the Mariner, and I know there are other people that are out there sort of offering for me to have a little zoom in on. This is Excalibur Prime's base coat and the one we saw at the beginning was the Mariner's own Excalibur Prime. This picture here, these are the final screenshots that I took, and I was tempted to make a thumbnail and redo my teaser trailer, the full teaser trailer video thumbnail with Excalibur Prime in it, but I decided against it because, you know, it's not my Excalibur Prime to brag about. But yeah, so we're not going to get Excalibur Prime in the game. What I want to know is what you think that is alluding to see all those frames scattered about a dusty tundra with a dark blue light in the background. Looks like there's been a battle and Excalibur Prime is about to come back into the fray or bring them back. I don't know. I'm so excited. There's so much lore. If you want lore videos, I can make them. I love doing the research, and I also like getting the input from viewers because you guys know a little bit more than I do on certain subjects. In the meantime, my darlings, I just want to say feast your eyes on Excalibur Prime, because if you don't own him, we probably never will. My first instinct was, oh my goodness, we're getting Excalibur Prime, but then I realised the devs don't do that. They don't behave like that. Regardless of what you think of DE, they do usually uphold their promises. So, my sweethearts, let me know what you think. I'm interested, and let me know how excited you are for Tennocon, and if you're coming to this after it's all happened, what happened? You can come and tell us, from the future. I'm joking. Anyway, my darlings, thank you so much for joining me this very strange little episode, but I just wanted to beef up the excitement about seeing Excalibur Prime in that footage. So in the meantime, my darlings, thanks for joining me. I really do hope to see you again in the next one, but for now, you take care and goodbye.